What's up guys, I'm at Seoul Mobility Show 2023 and here I am the Genesis booth. Alright, here what you see is the electrified GV70 which I have already reviewed it before. So I'm not going to go over it right now because the main car today is the Genesis X. So I just want to show you what it's like at the Seoul Mobility Show 2023. So here we have a GV70, is a pure electric car. Right next to it, we have electrified G80, which I had already made a review before. So it was a fun car, very comfortable and nice, very quiet, but nothing new, you know? All right, follow me. All right, ahead of you is a GV60. Yeah, we made a review on GV60 as well. It's a nice compact car. I mean, it's an SUV, but it's a very ideal for a family of four, so I especially kind of liked it. So yes, I made a review on GV60, GV70, GV80, so please make sure you visit our channel, Cardi Global. So, alright, that's what we have outside. Let's go inside. That's the main point right here. Do you see that? Do you see this? This is a piece of art. It's the masterpiece. Oh my God, when I walked in today, this was the only car that caught my eyes. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is a Genesis X. It's a convertible, and we have two different models over there, but I want to show you the convertible first. So just like any other Genesis, it has a long, narrow, wide body, right? And the big fat emblem right in the center, Genesis, is symbolized how much effort and time the Genesis has put into this car. Take a look at these rims. Oh my God, there are so many spokes, so many lines here and there, and the caliper and the rotor, Jesus, it's a humongous, right? And two stripes on each side that also symbolizes this is a Genesis. Top of the line, baby. I love Genesis GX, not GX, Genesis X. All right, so now I want you to take a look at inside. Well, unfortunately, I cannot touch the car, so I want to show you what's inside. The steering wheels, the gear knob, and all that is so different from what we expect. So I don't know what it looks like, but if you look at the center, it's all touch screen. And if you look at the cluster, it's all digital too. Even the steering wheel itself is very different from what we know of Genesis models. So, and I think those three circles in the front, the one in the center and one in each side, I think those are tweeters, probably the speakers. And look at the side mirrors. Oh my God, it's so slim. Yeah, it's also probably the digital cameras, right? Well, take a look at the rear seats. Well, this is a coupe, right? So when people usually think about coupe, the rear seats are, usually it's not suitable because it's so small and tiny. But I think because this is a Genesis and then this is a big car, and I think even fat people like me can probably sit in the back. But I don't know if I can sit in the rear, but yeah, definitely. It's beautiful inside, and I want to feel the leather too, but everybody's here watching me, so I'm not going to touch it. Look how big the rims are. Whoo, it's huge. Going to the back, these two lines again, it symbolizes, it has the Genesis identity, looking at two lines, people will automatically know that, all right, this is a Genesis. But I think this is a beautiful piece of art. I don't mind buying one, maybe when I hit 1 million subscribers, maybe I'll get one. I think this is really beautiful. Yeah, we have like what, splitters in the back too? All these little grills, and yeah, I wish I can pop the trunk and pop the hood too, but like I said, I can't touch it. This is the motor show, so I can't touch anything. But yeah, I think this is really nice. All right, what you see is Genesis X medium coupe and the regular the coupe model, right? So only the difference I can tell is that it has a wider, the bigger glass in the rear, right? And since this is a coupe, it has really fat wide body in the rear and in the front. And unlike a convertible, it's a very smooth and aerodynamic, right? And then my co-editors and I were just talking. I mean, this is a concept car and everything, but look at these lines and look at these lights. They're so bright. I mean, I think it will probably literally give you a blackout at nighttime if you just constantly stare at it for like a couple seconds. And again, because this is a speedo model, and then we have a different rims. Again, we have a big caliper and a big rotor. The design of the rims are a little different. Everything else is pretty much the same in the front and back. But like I said, this is a speedo model, right? And this is a concept car. So I don't know how Genesis will actually manufacture when it put it out on the market. But I think the overall line and all this, like, you know, the wide body makes that, you know, it's a really good sports car, right? I just wonder how much it will cost. And even color itself, I think, is really beautiful. Yeah, it is a masterpiece. And on the other side, I think this is just a regular model right here. And again, it's pretty much the same. But what we are missing here is that we're missing the V line in the front. Instead, it's just replaced with a grille. So I'm thinking that that's probably maybe hybrid or electric model, and maybe this is a gasoline model. I don't know. I'm only guessing. But again, this is only a concept car, so even the line without the V is okay, but I personally prefer the one with the electric model. So again, we have a huge radiator grille, and the car I just reviewed right here, it doesn't have any grille. So that's why I'm thinking this is an electric model and this is a gasoline model, because gasoline engine, it produces heat and it needs to cool off, right? So if you look at just the front, right, it reminds of a G90. Definitely Genesis. Why? Look at all these two lines in the front, you know, the huge radiator grille, you know, on the top and on the bottom. Yeah, this is definitely Genesis. And the regular model has a different the design for the rims too. So all these models, the convertible, speedo model, and regular models, they all have a different design in rims. So I guess, yeah, right now it's all about electric cars. So personally, I will go for a convertible or the speedo model. All right, here what you see is a G90, which I have made a review already from Genesis Center. So again, just like the Genesis X we saw, it has a huge radiator grille. And Genesis X and Genesis G90, they are somewhat very similar. Just looking at the radiator grills, it tells you that this is a Genesis. Again, we have a big fat rims on the side, and this is kind of like an identity for Genesis lineups, right? All these are two bright lines. Well, this is not turned on, but yes, when you turn the lights, it's really bright. And believe me, this is like Korea Maybach. This is really worth the money car. So once you sit in the back, you don't want to get off. So please watch the video at Cardi Global. I made a good review about Genesis G90. So this is a really long line, and I see these cars a lot on the street now. I mean, mostly driven by some rich people, right? And people who are in a high maybe social status, people who are entrepreneurs, and you know. So yeah, you will see these cars a lot. I made a detailed review on this car. So yeah, nothing special about this car at the moment because there hasn't been any upgrades. But then yes, if you watch the review videos on our channel, I really made a detailed video at the Genesis Center in Suji. So I just wanted to show you because it was placed right next to Genesis X, and I think they probably want people to compare how Genesis G90 and Genesis GX are similar and different. All right, today I came to the Seoul Mobility Show 2023 and I saw Genesis X in person for the first time. I saw these a lot on YouTube and on pictures, but then when I actually looked at it in person, it was a masterpiece. It was really beautiful, and I hope Genesis puts it out as it is. All right, well, right now it's not so crowded because this is a press day at the Seoul Mobility Show 2023. And there are many other car manufacturers, including BMWs and Benz and Porsche and everything. But what people in the US or in European countries are interested is in Genesis lineups. And then today, I'm very glad that I got a chance to show you what Genesis X and other models look like at the motor show. Genesis, I think they are competing against other top premier brands, and I'm very happy what Genesis is doing. So please, yeah, watch the video and watch the rest of the Genesis videos that we have created. Thanks for watching the video, and hopefully we can come back with a better review next time. Goodbye.